welcome back to another video of Retro Reclaimer. Today we're going to be doing a pickups video. I've been quite busy on my channel recently with reviews. I started off as the series was called 10-minute reviews. I've then obviously realised that it's hard to get everything, you know, within 10 minutes. So I've sort of changed the name to First Reviews because it's sort of a series that's helping me with editing and uploading and just basically getting used to making varied content with obviously when it comes to gaming with YouTube. I'm really enjoying the series. I've had quite a bit of feedback, obviously positive and negative. Any feedback that is given is absolutely brilliant. Obviously the criticism I can take on board, use that to make my videos better. Good feedback, I know then what I can keep in and keep throwing in with the next videos. So they should get better throughout the series, and then hopefully I'm looking to do about 10 maybe. I've done 3, I've just uploaded the first one, so hope if you're into the reviews and stuff like that, then go and check those out. Hopefully you'll enjoy them, and if you've got the time, then a comment below would be absolutely fantastic, just to let me know where I need to improve. So yeah, that's that then. Obviously a pickups video. It's my birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to me. Yay, 23 now, so that's, I'm a young adult still, but some of you are probably thinking, fuck off, you're not old. But I can say I'm mid-20s now, so I'm not early 20s, I'm not 21, I'm mid-20s. So yeah, moving on up, growing old. But yeah, enough of that anyway. Obviously the main part of my birthday is the pickups. I've actually been rewarded with some really good stuff this year. My mum's been a legend, my missus has been absolutely brilliant, a legend as well. Everything I'll show you is obviously what I've got from those two. But yeah, going back to reviews then, if you've not seen them and you watch my pickups or you're new to the channel, please go and check those out. I'm very thankful of any sort of comments and stuff that come through. And hopefully, seeing how that series goes, if it's sort of successful and people are enjoying it, I'll then go on to create another series, maybe move on to a different console or a complete different series. I want to do stuff like playthroughs and walkthroughs, stuff like that, achievement guides. But yeah, let me know if there's any certain Xbox One game you want me to review, because that's sort of what the series is based around. Any recommendations would be absolutely fantastic, and I'll go straight into those. Right then, into the pickups then. First thing I'm going to show you then is what I'm wearing right now, which is a Call of Duty Ghosts hoodie. Absolutely love it. I love hoodies, wear them all the time. They're nice and cosy, whenever I come home I just bang a pair of pyjamas on or something. Joggers, I can't wear jeans at home because it's uncomfy. Obviously I like this sort of material, so it's absolutely great, and I can use them in my videos. There was also another thing, this was from my mum. She also got me a t-shirt, just unfold it, saying Xbox Legend, so I'll definitely be using that for one of my Xbox One reviews. Probably my next one you'll see me wearing that. The next few things I'm about to show you then, when I'm speaking to this camera, I seem to speak really fast. I don't speak this fast in real life, so I need to keep drinking. Next thing I'm going to show you then is a Dreamcast game. As you all know, or well, if you've been subbed to me for a while, you'll know. Just above my finger there, I'm really into my Dreamcast. That's sort of, everyone seems to have a favourite console. For a lot of people it seems to be NES or SNES, stuff like that. For myself it's Sega Dreamcast. Obviously it's not looked at as the sort of best console there ever was. It lasted long. It was only a couple of years and then it was gone. And anyone who don't really know much about gaming, if you mention it to them, they always see it as a disaster, complete disaster, and what sort of was a downfall for Sega. With myself, I've done research into it, and mainly through nostalgic. I had one when I was younger and I absolutely loved it, and that's sort of, when it comes to collecting through nostalgia, that's sort of the one thing I look for, because it was, my favourite console as a kid. I was just one of those people who had one at the time and enjoyed it. So obviously the game I got for this then, before I show it, Everyone knows about these cases being damaged. This one is in absolutely perfect condition, so you know that's absolutely wonderful. I did have this game originally on the PlayStation 1, however I only had one disc. There's actually two discs, a male character and a female character. Straight away, some of you probably know what it is now after I've just said that. But yeah, it originally came out on the PS1, and then Dreamcast I think got it a couple of years later maybe, or around about the same time. Obviously I sold the one for the PS1 because I didn't want half a game, I wanted the full game, and with it being on the Dreamcast I wanted it for that as well. So Resident Evil 2 then, wondering how many of you got it right. Oh, I guess that from when I said, obviously there's Claire Redfield, Leon Jackson is it called? I know it's called Leon, but yeah, it's basically the same game but from a different point of view, so you get to play the game twice, which is a fantastic idea. As I was saying about the case then, it's absolutely in great condition. There's not many Dreamcast games where you can open like this and nothing falls to pieces. Everything, even the GD-ROM's nicely fitted in there. You can lift it upside down, it's not falling out. This hinge isn't broken and not, dropping off. This one I can't do the same because of the manual, but again, disc fits in there nicely, hinge is all fitted. The case has got a couple of scratches, but there are no cracks or anything, and the manual's in perfect condition. So really happy to get this game. I've been after this game for quite a while, and I think it's actually coming quite rare on YouTube, probably about 15 quid maybe. So yeah, really happy to get that game, especially in the condition it's in. And always, obviously, it's good to add to my Dreamcast collection, which is really hard to come across because majority of the Dreamcast games I've got have come from eBay because I can't seem to find them. They do pop up on Gumtree every now and then, however they're usually expensive on there as well. Car boots, I mean, if anyone finds Dreamcast games in a car boot, then you've landed the jackpot. Get them there and then. I can't seem to find them anywhere, charity shops, anything like that. So I'm literally having to get them all from eBay. Next game I'm about to show you then is a game I've wanted for a while. Obviously, I think I mentioned in my last pickups video that I'm trying to build a collection for my Nintendo 64. I've had it for about a year, never even plugged it in. I've had one game, Legend of Zelda, but I needed the little, not the memory card, but the, what's it called? I've got it up there. The expansion pack. The expansion pack to play it. I've got that now, obviously. It's just a case of setting it all up and getting it together. But yeah, slowly adding to the collection of Nintendo 64 games. This game's probably the most common or well-known game for that system. And my missus being the legend that she is, obviously it was nice enough to get it for me. She was bidding on one on eBay, and then seen another one on Buy It Now in amazing condition, which I'm just about to show you. And as she bought that one, she then won the other. So I've got two copies of this game, both complete with manuals, in really nice condition. So one of them's up for trade. Majority of you, if you collect for N64, you've probably got this game already, and that's GoldenEye for the 007 GoldenEye. Again, I'm sure everyone who's a die-hard Nintendo 64 fan has got this game. This is in absolutely immaculate condition. I'm going to hold this up because I know some of you, Retro Dave and others, like your box porn. There is a bit of a crease here, which I'm not too fussed about, but as you can see from the corners, there's not much damage. There's a bit of whitening there. Everything's in really good condition. The box is still nice and shiny. There's no case or anything on this. Again, the back, there's no scuff marks or anything like that. It's absolutely fantastic. The lip, again, no creases, no folds or anything like that. So I'm going to try and keep that in the best condition as possible. Just before I show you the contents inside, I'll show you the other box, just so you know it is another box. Here you go, two of them. This one again is in really good condition. There's a bit more creases and there's a few scuff marks around the edges and the corners. Other than that, again, there's no lips. The lips crease a little, but there's nothing all the tags still there, there's nothing ripped, all the artwork's still there. It's again really good condition. Contents are exactly the same. Then you've obviously got both have the inlays, which is really good. Game could probably do with there's a couple of marks that just needs, you know, rubbing off. And obviously the manual, the manual's in brilliant condition. There's, you know, there's a bit of talk about manuals at the moment. Steve from GameNotLoaded, he's actually done a series. He's just started a series with manuals, because he's like me, like Xbox One games now are basically coming out, and I think it's the same for PS4. I'm not 100% sure, but they're not releasing manuals anymore. It's just you get the game, and then the manuals are now online. You can find it all on there, which is a bit of a shame. Some people aren't really too bothered. It's probably just collectors who are really into that. I never really read through manuals like word for word and always to the end before I play a game. But however, when I do get the game, I do like to look through, and I've just checked through this manual, and this has got it as well. There'll be a page which basically has a story, and it's always just like one page, maybe two, and it just gives you a bit of background into what the game is about. And it's nice to read the story. Sometimes it's like a prologue as well. So it's good to read that before you go into the game itself. It just gives you that bit more of an idea of what you're in for and what type of game it is. As well, it shows you controls, different weapons, enemies, stuff like that. So I really love manuals, and I'll definitely be watching all of GameNotLoaded's videos for that series. I'll put a link in the description below just because I mentioned it, so if you're into that yourself, then go and check that out. This has also come with a few not inserts, but leaflets as well. Again, it's nothing part of the game, but it's nice for collectors to have. So you've got like Nintendo 64 games there on the back, and also Game Boy on the other side. But yeah, so I've got 2 copies of this game. So if anyone, I mean, like I said, it's quite a common game. So if you've got an N64, chances are you've probably got GoldenEye. Maybe not boxed complete, so if anyone's looking to do a trade or anything like that, I can't give it out for free just because it was a gift. But anyone willing to do a trade, I'm more than happy to do that with. Next thing I'm going to show you then, I've got one more game to show you, but before I show you that, I want to show you a birthday cake. My partner went out and basically got a cake made for me. Nothing professional or anything like that, just went to a local cake shop and just said, can you make this? Shown a picture of a particular console and said, this is what he likes, can you make that cake please? And they said, yeah, no problem, we'll get it done. So they obviously went ahead to do it. She had a time to come back to pick the cake up. Once she picks it up, or arrived at that sort of time they agreed on, they then said, it's not quite ready, can you come back in a couple of hours? So she came back a couple of hours later to pick the cake up, and you could tell that basically I'll show you pictures, there's a console and the controller. The console's like really nice. The colour's off like a bit. The console, it's a Dreamcast console, there's no point in me hiding it. But yeah, obviously a Dreamcast console's white, the colour's a bit bluey green. Other than that, the detail's actually quite good in there. It's actually quite a nice, it's a good looking cake, chocolate cake as well, it tastes quite nice as well. The controller, you can see that they sort of rushed, they rushed with the controller, obviously. That time where they hadn't finished it, when the icing was off a bit, and the buttons weren't great, but you'll see that now. So I'll bang that up now, testing out my editing skills. So here we go. As you can see, it's a bit mucky on the top of the Dreamcast console. It's not muck, it's actually chocolate cake. She basically put the controller on top of the cake, and then my partner didn't want that, she wanted it on a separate thing, so that's basically what that is on there. Controller should be appearing right now if my editing skills are up to the challenge. As you can see, it's not the perfect shape. It is still pretty good. You can just tell it's been rushed, but it's actually fantastic. Like, I absolutely loved it. Obviously, my partner was saying like afterwards, they've messed it up. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but I think it was great. Obviously it's nothing professional or anything like that. It's just a really nice cake to have. Obviously there's a bit more thought that's gone into that rather than just going to your local Tesco and buying the same sort of cake or caterpillar cake. Everyone's had a caterpillar cake, so you know it was nice to get a cool one that looked like that, a bit more personal. So that's pretty much. Obviously, it's not obviously everything I got for my birthday. I got other stuff, but there's no point in me showing you that. So you know, I'm just gaming specific here. Last thing I'm going to show you then is a Game Boy original game. And it's a game I've wanted for a while, and it sort of completes a collection that I've sort of gone into, and that's Pokemon Yellow. Again, the box is in great condition. Go on then, I'll quickly go inside. Inserts in there, the game's there, the actual sticker on the game is, you know, absolutely brilliant as well. And also the manual, which again is in fantastic condition. This now sort of completes my collection of the original generation of Pokemon games. I've only just started collecting these. I have wanted them for a while. My partner's got me every one of these, so again, I'll say it again, she's a legend. And there you go, red, blue and yellow. So that's a full original set, all boxed and complete, in really nice condition. Obviously that's going to look brilliant on my shelf. And obviously the brilliant play, I'm playing Pokemon Red at the moment. I probably won't then go on to play Pokemon Blue or anything like that, but you know, it's really nice to have the full set. So obviously Generation 2's next, so I'll probably be looking into those soon. But yeah, really happy with that complete set of the original generation. And that's everything I've got to show you. So you know, I've got quite a few good stuff. It's been a really good year this year for obviously getting games. I mean, last year actually I hadn't even started collecting. I think it was maybe March time. In fact, it might have been February, March. I'm not 100% sure. It was about a month before I played Blackpool last year. I then started watching videos. Obviously, got into the community. Started collecting myself, and then started making videos myself. I have had a big gap in between where I didn't make any videos for a while. But yeah, I'm really getting into it. Really looking forward to Blackpool this year. Definitely 100% will be going to that. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, obviously tubers. Anyone who, you know, is subscribed and does see me, come and say hello. Not that I've got many subscribers, I think I've got about 60 something, but you never know, if you want to pop over, say hello, then that'd be, you know, it'd be brilliant. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting you know, a lot of you over there. Obviously I'll be going with my partner again and spend the full day. I usually just do the one day, I won't do the full weekend. Just because you get, as you all know, you get a massive headache. You're looking at that many screens all day. I'll probably, with it being Blackpool as well, there's so much to do in Blackpool, so I'll do other stuff there as well. But yeah, really enjoying sort of YouTube at the moment and the content I'm sort of delivering, the reviews, stuff like that. Like I said at the start, please go and check those out. Are really helpful with. You know, if you take the time to leave comments or simply rate the video itself, just so I know when to improve and get better. It's my first series, so I'm learning a lot as it is already. However, feedback from other tubers or just people who watch it themselves would be absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to leave it there as that now. Look forward to more pickup videos in the future. Hopefully I can, you know, score big on the car boot in February. We'll just have to wait and see. But thank you for watching. And again, as I mentioned earlier, please check out GameNotLoaded's channel if you're interested in manual stuff like that. Bye bye for now.